I work with I think it's a total of 8 top 10 players, and I started to build tennis in China to made a program for the biggest sports star in Asia, Li Na. And then when Ian asked me to come here, I thought it was very, very interesting, and I enjoyed. I liked one girl that I saw here, and her name is Zoe Kruger, who is 10 years old, and from the first day when we saw her, Rickard and I saw that this could be something special. And why I say that, it's a very young age, but as I took Caroline and many other players, Johansson, Swedish guy, from very young age, you can, especially on the girls, you can see very early if there are something special. And Zoe was for sure something that I could see that she can be a coming number one and also be Olympic champion and winning Fed Cup and so on for South Africa. I was very thankful for that week and that training, and I tried to give it all. And then, as I said, I've been working very hard the last 3 years with Maria Sharapova. We finished working in July after Wimbledon, after 3 years, and where she was ranked number 2. We had, I think, 18 finals. She came to number 1 in the world and 4 Grand Slam finals and win the French Open. So was extremely happy with that results that we had. Now I'm very happy to be back here. I've been here a few times after, and I enjoy it very much, and it's like a perfect conditions to practice tennis and build a tennis player. Especially on the girls too, you can see in very young age if a player is something special. I got to play with Zoe here, who is 11 now. She was 10 that time, and as I started early with other young players, I saw that Zoe is a fantastic player. She already had made the final of World Championship at 10 years old. A few weeks ago, she helped South Africa to finish 3rd in the world under 12, where she won 5 out of 6 matches. And she has a very good all-round game, and I can promise you that she will be one of the biggest stars in the tennis world. And that's why I think it's a fantastic chance for me to work with these girls from a really young age. And I have brought a big team like Rickard, I told here. He's been here the last 4 weeks working with them, and that we're going to make a program for them to be one of the best players. They came to play the tournaments in the States, and then they were practicing in Bradenton, where I practiced with Maria Sharapova and also Tommy Haas. So Zoe got the chance to practice both with Maria and with Tommy Haas over there. She actually beat Tommy Haas when they play points. So that's pretty good to beat number 2 in the world, former number 2 in the world, and like this one. And then when I was there, I was introduced to Zoe's little sister, who is sitting here next to me, Isabella, who is only 8 years old. And then I say, wow, she is as talented as her sister. And then I watched her in a match, and she made final. They already now have tournaments in very young age, so she made a final on kind of the World Championship under 8 when she was only 7. The whole tennis world kind of know these 2 girls now. Many of the big sponsors in tennis and like this one follow them, and it's because they've been traveling with me to some of the Grand Slams. What I try very much with Zoe and Bella is to get them, like I did with Wozniacki, try to get them close to the best players. So that's of course sometimes a tough thing here because you are far away from the best players. So they've been with me when I trained these best players. They were with me in Australia. They were sitting just a couple of rows behind me when I coached Maria, when she played Williams and like that one. So they get a very good way to do that one. And I actually think it's perfect here in South Africa for training with the weather and so on. So from the first day, I mean, I've been 33 years on the tour and worked with so many players. I'm sure we're going to be based most of the year here, even if some months we training later on because I need to hit with a tougher play. Maybe 16, 17. It can be earlier, but for me, it's not so important as quick as I play Grand Slam. It can be that Zoe is playing junior Grand Slam at 14. I don't really know now, but I know that they are coming Grand Slam champions. I know that they're going to be on the best. But for me, it's a whole important to take it like step by step and make sure everything is ready for making a big thing. But I can promise you that these 2 girls it's going to be some of the biggest stars in the world. And very remarkable because they are lovely girls, they're very good at speaking, and I think they're going to be great ambassadors, and also, as I say, to win something here for South Africa in both Olympics, and they want to play together in Fed.
Very patient, he's very competitive, and he like to coach someone that is so competitive, and we want to play tennis. Tennis is very, very nice for me, so I like it very much.
Also, you've been with the top stars, you've trained, you've been around them. What have you learned?
Yeah, they don't want bad training. Every time they want the perfect training before they go home. And like I see of Maria, if her last shot isn't good, she don't stop. Every time she just go on till that last shot is very good. My role model for the ladies, I have 3, Maria Sharapova, Caroline Wozniacki and Daniela Hanchikova. They're all the same. And then for the men, Tommy Haas, of course, and Roger Federer.
Thomas talks about you being a future Grand Slam star. What do you think?
Yeah, I also hope so. Yeah, I work very hard, and sometimes in the school it's also very nice for me, so I can do some homework in school that I can play more in the afternoons. So yeah, time is also very important.
Mm-hmm.
The late father was Ruben Kruger. That was he was a Springbok rugby player, and also my brother, that's their uncle, he's a professional France-Korean professional tennis coach, and we has also like the cousin was Hansi Kruger, that was the former cricket player. So everybody was kind of involved in sport. I think they grow up very much in a sporting family, and from the day they opened their eyes, they were playing with balls. So it was quite easy.
So that's always the catch-22. Sponsors want us to be big before they come in, but we can't get big unless we've got the sponsors. So at the moment it's tough. We aren't able to assist. We assist Thomas where we can. By bringing him out last year with his record and the other lady that came with him. It cost quite a lot of money, but that was funded by TSA. But it was well worth it. I mean, some of the kids that played there last year have taken all the aspects that they were spoken about and the coaches, and they're starting to use it. Zoe was fortunate to be there, and I think it was, from Tennis South Africa's point of view, to have been able to bring Thomas out and now have these 2 youngsters exposed, and hopefully down the road sponsors see that, and then we can get our other youngsters going out. We've got, our PDR girl, Lynn Kiro, she's our top under 18 girl in the country. She's now going to college in America. So we're going to hopefully not lose her, but we need sponsors to entice her to come back eventually. And I think it's all about the tournaments. You speak about tournaments overseas. We'd love to have 10 futures in South Africa and maybe 1 or 2 challenges, but it's very tough. Economically, it's an expensive exercise. So we just box on, and hopefully some more kids come through. And I think these 2, if they do well, and I'm sure they will do, it'll inspire the others to now make more of an effort to get there, and parents and maybe sponsors and government and Lotto will see that there's not only football, rugby and soccer and cricket. There are other sports. Our swimmers do very well, our netball ladies do very well, and tennis is a lifetime sport. It's a wonderful sport from the age of 5 to 85. But it is I suppose in South Africa, a Cinderella sport, but internationally it's massive. I mean, we all know that it's one of the biggest sports in the world. So we are still positive that we'll get there, but it is going to be tough, but we're not giving up.